Indiana U.S. Senator Mike Braun stirring up controversy with comments he made today about interracial marriage and abortion.
It happened as he discussed what he looks for when evaluating Supreme Court nominees. Senator Braun was on a conference call with media talking about what he's looking for when it comes to the nomination process of Supreme Court nominee Ketanji Brown Jackson. That is because the Senate Judiciary Committee is holding confirmation hearings for Jackson. Braun says what he wants out of a Supreme Court justice is someone who interprets the law, not someone who acts as an activist. Braun told reporters that he views the Supreme Court decision to legalize abortion as a case of judicial activism. He says it's an issue that should have been left up to each individual state. And when asked by a reporter, he said the 1967 Supreme Court decision to legalize interracial marriage should have been left up to the states, not the federal government. This is the entirety of what he said.
When it comes to issues, you can't have it both ways. When you want that diversity to shine within our federal system, there are going to be rules and proceedings. They're going to be out of sync with maybe what other states would do. It's the beauty of the system, and that's where the differences among points of view in our 50 states ought to express themselves. And I'm not saying that rule would apply in general, depending on the topic, but it should mostly be in general, because it's hard to have it on issues that you just are interested in when you deny it for others with a different point of view.
So you would be okay with the Supreme Court leaving the question of interracial marriage to the states?
Yes, I think that that's something that if you're not wanting the Supreme Court to weigh in on issues like that, you're not going to be able to have your cake and eat it too. I think that's hypocritical.
And by the way, Senator Braun said that Supreme Court nominee Ketanji Brown Jackson seems well qualified, but says he will wait for the process to play out before he makes his decision on whether or not to approve her nomination. A statement tonight from the Indiana Democratic Party, quote, Mike Braun's words and views are not only un-American, but beneath any respectable person wishing to hold public office. The United States Supreme Court has affirmed many times that marriage equality in our country extends to any committed couple, regardless of sex, race, orientation, or religious affiliation. And to question that legitimacy questions the very fabric of America and its people, end quote.